Hello everyone, happy Tuesday and happy February. Sorry I haven't been around these last few days, we'll get into that as we start, but also you need to excuse the yellowness you can see on my fabric. I haven't touched this project since last February, and even then it was yellow. And the reason why I haven't washed it, as you can see, this is not pre-gridded fabric. I had to grid this myself. And the yellow, it's I used to use thread wax, and for some reason it's caused all my projects that I've used thread wax on to turn yellow. So you'll have to excuse that. There is no point in me washing this because my lines will be gone, and I spent ages drawing these. So you have to excuse that. It's going to be really obvious when I start stitching with these new colours because they're going to be clean. But this is just why. Also, we're also using Emma's stupid lengths, which I don't do anymore. I prefer the kit lengths. So I've already got these ones on the needle, so we're just gonna have to go with the flow today. But hi Doctor and hi Sam over on YouTube. How are you both doing today? Whilst I look at this. This is ridiculous. We're gonna be here for at least an hour of me just doing this. Pulling this one strand back and forth. I also can't get the camera to sit how I would like it today. I don't know what's going on, so you'll have to excuse the camera angle. Everything's just going to pop. But we're on day 2, well technically day 3, but day 2 of my full coverage February. Yesterday I worked on the 10th Doctor. This is, as you can see by the picture, where is it? Right here. This is Frogs Kissing. This is artwork by Jody Bergsma and charted by Heaven and Earth Designs, or Hade. I started this 2021, which explains why I have no gridded fabric, because back in 2021 it was still pandemic times and it was really difficult to get hold of pre-gridded even weave, so I had to get plain 28 count, which was not fun. I have an appointment in 23 minutes, so I'll lurk when they arrive. Okay, Doctor. But I haven't managed to record my floss tube that I wanted to record on Friday. As you all know, if you were in the Discord, I did not stream in minus 24 minutes, yeah. They should have been here already. Oh, they late. How dare they? How dare they keep Doctor waiting? But yeah, so Thursday I woke up and I just wasn't feeling that great, and I was like, I just don't think I'm gonna have it in me to stream, so I didn't, unfortunately. And then Friday I wasn't streaming anyway because I was meant to have recorded my floss tube. I woke up Friday, I felt like death. I don't know what was wrong with me, I just felt really ill. And then the only good thing that came out of Friday is it was starting off as a bad Friday in terms of the house, because as you all know, yesterday, which was the 2nd, was originally supposed to be the day the council was supposed to send someone out to do our ceiling, as if you were here throughout December, we had an ongoing ceiling situation where we had a leak in December and we had to have 2 holes cut into our ceiling to fix the leak. The leak was fixed, but then we were left with 2 holes, and we also have birds. So we couldn't let the birds out all of December and all of January because the hole in the ceiling. And Friday comes and Originally, we were told that someone would be coming out on the 29th of December, and it's like, fine, that's, that would have been fine because, we get it, Christmas is coming up, and so, like, yeah, that's fine, have Christmas and come fix our ceiling after. The 29th comes and goes and no one turns up, and so that's when we were given the quote of yesterday as the new deadline. Well, Friday, we get a phone call, and they're like, yeah, so about the 2nd of February. No one actually, even though you were told that someone would be coming then, no one actually booked that for you. So no one's coming Monday. We can come out in March. And we were all like, are you kidding? Are you kidding? Remember, guys, we have birds that need to be let out of their cages every day to fly, because birds, like humans, if they don't use their wings, aka their legs, even though birds have legs, but go with me here, they will atrophy and it will make it harder for them to fly. So we call them back. My granddad calls them back and he's like, no, this isn't good enough. He's like, we have pets that need to be let out. They haven't been let out for 2 months, so you want them to be in for a third. And poor Spike, you've all heard him by now. He screams non-stop because he can't be let out. And he's getting pent up, as anyone would. Well, I don't know what my granddad ended up saying to them on the phone, because I was in the shower, and then I get out of the shower and Mum's like, someone's coming within the hour. And I'm like, what, to do our ceiling? She's like, yeah. And I was like, oh, thank God. They did turn up, and they didn't leave till 10 to 4. They turned up in the early morning, not early morning, sorry. Around 11, I think it was. And they didn't leave till nearly 4 o'clock. So I have no idea. Sorry, I'm just trying to see. YouTube's chat's cut off a little bit. I don't know what's going on. It's fine, everything's fine, unless the message is behind me, underneath my head. It's fine. Anyway, but that was basically what I might do. Just to put it up there for a bit. Yeah, I don't know what's happened to YouTube chat. Hang on. Let me see if I can fix it. Why is it so far over? I'm starting to wonder if they'll come on. Or someone did actually come. They came Friday and they fixed our ceiling. So our ceiling has been fixed. I'm currently trying to fix. Oh, what's happened here? Stream elements. I meant my appointment. Oh yes, no, that is true. I'm also starting to wonder that. Sorry. Stream elements is broken. Hang on. It says update your details. I can't click on anything. Because it's all behind. It's all behind. No! It's literally behind. I can't see what any of this is. Yes, that's all. I can't click on anything. For God's sake. I just want to do chat. I can't fix it. It literally won't let me because I need to continue to do their campaign offers, but I can't. They are here. Yay! Oh, I don't know what I clicked on, but I clicked something, but it's still not gone. I can't fill in your details, stream elements. Guys, I can't. I literally can't do anything. To show you what I mean, I don't care about showing you this. There's nothing sensitive on here. I need to click on, you see this box right here? I can't click on anything because it's behind all this. I cannot scroll. I cannot click. I am stuck here. God damn it. So YouTube, you're gonna have to put up a chat being askewed for now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I literally can't fix it. I don't know what I've done to the camera. Apparently I've hit something, but it's fine. But yeah, I just felt really rough Friday anyway, so I was just like, you know what, I'm just not gonna worry about recording my floss tube. I don't know what's happened to the camera either now. It's like the focus is gone. I give up. All I'm doing, I'm up here at the moment because as you can see I have this section. I was stitching this originally in the Royal Rose method, which is a 2x10, and then I converted to diagonal, so I'm filling in this section. So technically I already have colours parked down here that are up here, but I decided to fill this in after because it's easier to fill this bit in now than to leave it and come back to it later. So we're going to do this first. But the 10th came out yesterday, that's done with until next Monday, and then after next Monday that's put away again until I next decide to pull it out. It's basically the same with all of these. The only ones I'm working on continuously are Death and Olivia. Olivia's coming out on the weekend, and Death's coming out not next week, the week after. The stream schedule will tell you when things are and aren't supposed to be happening. If I just go there real quick. Yeah, so the 10th this Monday and next, Frogs Kissing today and next week, Sleeps with Butterflies tomorrow and next Wednesday, then Melody of the Night every Thursday, then the 6 Portals every Friday, then the following Monday after the first two are the Possibilities, then it's Death, then it's Ivory Crow, and again I don't need to tell you what the other two are because I already said. And then Saturday will be half the day diamond painting and the other half working on a project that I fancy, and then Sunday will be Olivia. So I had my phone appointment. Those of you that have been here for a while will know that I need to be put on weight loss medication so I can have my hernia and stoma surgery. Well, I had my phone appointment yesterday. It was also no point in me streaming yesterday. I didn't feel well anyway. But by the time I would have started stream, I've only had like a half an hour, if that, before I had my phone call. So it was easier just to not stream and do my phone call. Yeah, so I had that phone call. My GP can't prescribe the medication, so I've been referred to a specialist that hopefully can. The reason why is because apparently when you have these injections, you can lose muscle mass. So you don't lose just weight, you lose muscle mass. And you need to increase your protein in order to do so. People have just come back, so Spike's screaming and you might hear the dogs go off for a little bit. Say dogs, it's one, it's Cleo, but it's fine. I don't have a third needle out, which is very rare for me. So I might just grab a third needle. Damn it, I've turned the light on. Sorry. So with this project, I'm unsure if it had 3 needles. We had an incident the other night where this fell off the shelf, and this needle minder down here, this one, hang on. This one isn't actually a needle minder, this is a cover minder for diamond paintings. But I'm running out of needle minders, so I'm using it as one. But the problem is it doesn't have the best hold. There we go. My thread needle threader was pot full of needles, but can I grab the one I actually want? No. Do. Sorry if that was loud. Okay, we have no white on here. What is white on here? Hey Natty, how are you doing today? Just grabbing a new strap. There we go. This is the only problem with these thread cards. They just... I'm transferring all my old projects to floss cards. I'm using floss drops for all my full coverages, like back when I started stitching on them, and I've realised after using either thread packs or kitted up projects like the 6 portals, I prefer my threads already done. So I'm smacking myself on the Lowry. Ow. It's the only problem with these stupid long lengths. I have to move everything. I feel like I was talking about something before I went to go grab my thread and I forgot. Oh, my doctor. I remember now. So, yeah. So, I've been referred to a specialist who can hopefully... These threads... Me and these threads are fighting today. Who can hopefully prescribe the drugs I need, or the weight loss medication. I shouldn't just call it drugs. It's correct, they are, but they're not those kind. I had no issues threading this needle like 2 minutes ago. Now I actually need to thread it. It doesn't want to thread. There we go. But yeah, so I need to, when I see them, they'll probably tell me what it is I need to do. The only thing is, if they want me to drink protein shakes, I don't think we're going to be able to do that because I don't do well with textures in food or drink. I was saying this to my mum and she was like, why are you so difficult? And I was like, I don't know. A survival mechanism, I guess. You know, I didn't make it this far without issues. My nightmare is drinking a drink, so a liquid, they're supposed to be only a liquid, and finding something either gritty or bitty or lumpy in it, because the only way that's coming out is if I spit it out. It's like there it is. See, this is the problem with these long lengths. I started working on the doctor yesterday, and that was a nightmare because every few stitches I was just getting a knot, and I was like, so I ended up cutting the threads. As I pulled a new one, I just cut it in half. This one I'm not, because I need to, after I do the stitch, I need to bring it all the way down here. Again, apologies for the gross colour of my threads right now. Like I said earlier, the reason why my threads look yellow is because I used to use thread wax, and over time it has yellowed my threads. It does it, it's even like it on the doctor. Thank you for that needle. I can't wash this again, as you can see, because it's not pre-gridded. I had to draw all these lines myself, because originally this fabric, it was gridded with that red fishing wire stuff you can buy. It's called like gridding line, and it's a pain to grid with. So I actually had this entire thing gridded with it. And I was working on the first 2 towers here, and I was like, ugh. I think, well, actually, I originally made it all the way to basically here before I was like, I don't like the gridding. And I also stopped working on this. I can't remember why. It weren't the gridding that was bothering me. I think I was just, I just started this piece because I was waiting for the 10th to turn up, because I had bought all the threads and fabric for the 10th, and whilst I was waiting for that, I was like, I'll just start Frogs Kissing, because I'd had this one kitted up for 2 years at that point, because I kitted this up in 2021, but I didn't start it till 2023. But that's why this fabric is plain, because when COVID happened, even in 2021, so pre-pandemic, well, no, post-pandemic, not pre, post, it was really hard still to get items from other countries. So all the LNSs, or online local needle shops, that I would buy from were finding it really hard to get hold of fabrics. At least the Zweigart ones. Like, I knew people were getting in the hand dyed, but not the plains, and that's what I needed. So I couldn't get any 28 count pre-gridded for this, so I had to grid this, and it's a mixture of a thicker pen to do the lines and then the thinner one to do the diagonals, because I started gridding with my regular pen, this one, but it all looked exactly the same as I was drawing, so I went over it all. But the problem is, when you use a thicker pen, you have the issue of either it bleeds or you go over the line. So that's why this one's just a mess. Like, down here, like, look at that mess. So that's why it's just looking a bit grubby, but it's fine. And this is a little too close to the top of this Q-snap, so I'm having to angle my hand and my needle. This project hasn't been touched since, so most of my full coverages haven't been touched since last February, So the 10th and this one. Novo Mermaid Air is not on the docket this year because I want to get the pain-free version. So, because I want to stitch that to compare like confetti and stuff. So we'll see when I get that. I might also get that kitted up just so I don't have to do that. So I might get that on their layaway service. I tell you what, this project and yesterday's project, the 10th, are both very non-confetti heavy at parts. I'm sure that will change as we get out of this sky, but we're going to be up here for a good while. Because I'm not working on this until again next Tuesday. And then it's going away again until I decide to pick it back up. I might start in March, April, we'll see. On certain days, I might start doing a weekend rotation with full coverages. So that way, if I'm doing a themed month, I only have to do the theme really on stream days because that's when it'd be the most important. So when I do mini and monochrome March, I can only work on, I don't have to work on them every single day. I could work on them Monday to Friday, and then Saturdays and Sundays are for me to stitch on what I want. And if I feel like working on the other, then it's on one of them as well, then it's fine. Because I'm also thinking as of March, starting up my gaming streams again on Sundays. Again, they won't be every Sunday, they will be every other Sunday. And those will be Twitch exclusive. I have a second channel that I'm going to turn into Emmylou Games, so I can put my gaming VODs there and take them off of my FlossTube channel. So the VODs that are at the bottom of my channel right now that are not cross-stitch related, I will take those off. I think I'll probably have to download them onto my external hard drive and then re-upload them onto there, and then delete them off the external. Because I just want this FlossTube channel to stay as a cross stitch or crafting channel, and then my second channel I'll turn into my gaming one. Just gotta come up with a logo. I might make it my Lalafell character from Final Fantasy XIV, my Emmylou Fala. But I don't know if my Crohn's is playing up, and that's why I'm feeling quite poor. Also, again, apologies to those of you on YouTube where chat is slightly cut off. I can't fix it. I can't open Stream Elements to fix it. I have to do things and it won't let me do them because it puts it behind the information. So I will have to try and fix the YouTube later. But I did move it up a bit so my ginormous green head doesn't cover it. I want someone to make the chat bubbles I have over on the YouTube, the Twitch side, because that'd be so much easier, but I don't think you can. I say that, I haven't tried, but I want to see if I can, because I do like the bubbles. But is anyone doing full coverage February along with me, or are we all just working on our own things, which is also fine? I also realised, and I'm very sorry to Angel, I did miss their post in the BAPS channel when I did the Discord showcase last Wednesday. I will do it real quick. I'm not going to go onto the Discord thing because I don't need to, because what I can do is I can just open it up on... It wasn't until I went to go post in there that night that I realised I'd forgot, and I felt so bad. So I will just do this, because there's two pictures. One's the front and one's the back. So what I'll do is, real quick, here's Angel Fowl's work. This is, I think most of you will probably know, but this is Hades and Persephone by Margaret Morales, charted by Hade, and they're stitching 2/1 tent stitch on 25 count, and they recently bought a necklight and it let them do over 1,200 stitches in one sitting without their eyes bugging out, and they are 3,625 stitches in out of 294,500, so 1.23%, and their goal for this month was 1%. So congrats, Angel, and I'm very sorry I missed you out on the showcase. I was looking through everything and it wasn't until I went in here that I realised, and I was like, oh, for God's sake, I felt so bad. But there's the front. Look at these beautiful stitches. Me and Little were debating about doing this one for Margaret Morales May. Is that the back, or is that... oh no, that's a before and after. Apologies. So it should be this one, then that one. So there's the difference. So that was before and that was after. Look at that. But tent stitching just goes a lot faster as well. But congrats, Angel. I'm very sorry I missed you out on that whip showcase. Please forgive me. I went to go look at something and now I can't remember what I went to go look at. It's fine. My brain's everywhere today. I haven't been able to put a proper... I mean, I've been doing this all stream, but I haven't been putting a proper sentence together at home. Like when I was talking to my mum. I was trying to tell her that we were watching a true crime episode and she wanted me to tell her what happened while she went to the toilet. And she comes back, she goes, what happened? I said, well, he started drinking cannabis. And I meant to say he started drinking and smoking cannabis, meaning drinking alcohol. But it just came out as he started drinking cannabis. Mum went, drinking it? And I was like, oh, for God's sake, brain. I had a nap today because I woke up this morning and I had my shower and I was so tired. I couldn't function. And I seem to have left my bed, oh my God, see, I told you. I seem to have left my brain on a bed. Two, three, 1, 2, 3. Oh. Thank you for the follow. But yeah, I am struggle busing today. So I just sound drunk. I promise I'm not. No alcohol has ever touched these lips. I just have really bad brain fog. It felt very fitting when I was working on the 10th yesterday. I have a needle minder that I made myself. It's one of my badges, but I turn into a needle minder. And it just says brain frog. And I was like, that is so fitting. Here, let me... Where is this? There it is. See, this is mine. I made this. It's very fitting. But this is what I did yesterday. The picture is very washed out. I don't ask why. It looks like I took it in yellow lighting. I didn't. But I finished this section because the last time I worked on it... Actually, I could show you the last time I worked on it. No, I have to go through. Project cards don't show me what I want. That's useless. Oh, I might not actually have a picture on here of what it looked like last. I just realised. Because I am really bad. I haven't put any pictures in lately. Also, you all get to see how many whips I have. This is fine. See Frogs Kissing, I start on the 21st. And then the 30th of April, I worked on the 10th. I have all my progress, but do they have pictures? Who knows? This was the last time. No, that was yesterday. That one definitely has its picture because that was yesterday. Oh my god, look at that. I worked on it a year ago to the day. I started on the 1st. Yeah, no pictures. No picture. No picture. God damn it. Give me a sec. I know there's a picture in Lumi's Discord. Hang on. Lumi. We'll just use me. And I'll type in the 10th. Oh, here we go. So this is where I left it off last year. So as you can see, I had just started doing the diagonals because I was doing the royal rose. So I left all that off. So I filled all that in. Is that? Yeah, so there you go. I filled that in and then I just carried on working on this and I did most of a second diagonal. Yeah. Again, this project's really nice because it's not as confetti heavy at the moment. It's like this one. I can also show you where this one was up to last year because if I just scroll down in this channel, Frogs Kissing. I think this is the last. Yeah, because that's where we are today. So, as you can see, this was not as yellow as it is now. It's just thread wax. But this is where I left it off, so I haven't done much to make it seem any different. But I started that doing the Royal Rose method. And then I was like, I don't actually like this method. So I'm doing diagonals instead. I convert every full coverage to diagonal now. Except for the 2 Gecko Rouge kits I have. Well, that I've started. I have many more that I haven't. Anyway, that was just a big tangent to talk about a needle minder. Speaking of tangents, I had a thought. I had an idea, a drawing idea. I don't know if I'll do it because I'm very bad at following through with my ideas. It's just, I'm really bad at finding the time out of my day to sit down and do a drawing from start to finish. I can have a burst of inspiration 1 minute and be like, I need to draw right now, and I'll stop what I'm doing to draw. Or I will have an idea and I'll just keep it in my head until I have that inspiration to draw. Which can be a blessing and a curse because sometimes by the time I actually get around to having that inspiration, I can't remember what it was. But hopefully, if I put it out into the stream, I can at least know that I worked on... Because I have very weird memory. I can remember what I talk about sometimes when I'm working on a project. Like, I can remember what I was watching, like what I'm watching on YouTube whilst I work on a project. Like, I remember in November... I was working on the 6 portals whilst my mum was watching 2012. Because the next time we watched 2012, which was like last week or the week before, I could remember a certain scene with the 6 portals in my hand, but I wasn't working on the 6 portals at the time. But anyway, my drawing idea is... for when I do tangent time where I start going off on one, I thought about having my little frog character leap. stood on a little box, like a little wooden crate, kind of like in the ye olden times, where they'd be like, step right up and get a paper, but instead of it being a paper, it's going to be a newspaper, but it's going to be opened, and instead of it saying like the Daily News, it's just going to say tangent time. And I might draw him in the olden day, like I might not be able to put the cap on him though. I wanted to put the cap on him, but I want to put the little old style outfit on him. And it won't stay on the screen the whole time, but it will like start the segment and it'll be like tangent time. And then maybe when I'm done, the tangent time's over, it'll be him getting off the box, like he's come off his soapbox, sort of thing. But now I've put that idea out there, hopefully when I come to do it, I'll remember that I was stitching on frogs kissing, and I'll be able to find the VOD. But it's also great, I don't have to worry anymore about transferring the VODs from Twitch to YouTube because they're already there because I'm streaming on both. That's the only like reason as well, like, well, not the only, it was one of the other reasons why I wanted to stream on both Twitch and YouTube, to cut down on me having to remember to transfer my VODs over. And these will be in their own little segment, they'll be in the live area, so if people don't want to watch these, they don't have to. But if people want to watch them to give them something to watch whilst they stitch, it's there. I also realised that some of my YouTube audience doesn't like it when I'm not working on full coverage. When I worked on the Little Owl Patchwork Sow last Wednesday, I lost subscribers. I think it's quite funny that anytime I'm streaming full coverage I gain, and then I stream non-full coverage and people are like, eh. It's like, well, you're not going to be happy in March then. I mean, the last Wednesday stream I did, I was very low energy, and I think you could really tell. I sounded like I just wanted to crawl up and go to sleep. But, you know, that's life when you have a chronic illness that isn't being treated fully. Next Friday, I have an appointment to go see my GI doctor at the local hospital I go to, who I haven't seen since the start of 2024. I haven't, like, the fact that he was meant to have seen me after I had my stoma surgery, so he was going to see me in the January 2025. Well, here we are in February 26, and he's only just wanting to see me in person. And that'll be in the morning, so I should be streaming that Friday the 13th. But we'll see. I should be, because it's, like I said, it's in the morning. My streams aren't till 3:30. But it depends. And I bought some more needle minders. I didn't buy many, I bought 3, and I bought them on sale to go on my Doctor Who piece. Because I've been needing more needle minders to go. I need needle minders to go on my full coverages. Because the problem is, I have too many, but also not enough needle minders. I've reached this problem. I noticed it yesterday. And I was saying to myself, I was like, oh, why do I have all the needle minders but also none at the same time? It's because when I start full coverage, half my needle minders go over there. Stop. It is this. Okay, I'm pulling on the right thing. But I want all my full coverage ones to have their own needle minders that stay on the project, because that way, when I work on a non-full coverage, I have needle minders galore. I don't mind having needle minders that don't match a project that's not full coverage, but it just feels a bit weird. I'm working on a frog project and there is a frog on this, there is one frog right there. This is a frosted pumpkin needle minder. I bought this one because of the frog. But then I have a llama, and then I have this flower, which again doesn't fit with the theme. The reason why I have the flower, is because this is a cover minder from Diamond Art Club, when they used to give us cover minders, and washi tape, and danger tweezers. Why are they called danger tweezers, you might ask? Because they are very dangerous. They are very sharp. I actually was using one the other day to clean my mouse, because they're very good at cleaning the underside of your mouse. When you have cats, you get cat hairs in the underside, and this is the blue pair. So I bought a set that came with this blue pair. They are very pointy. So like, this is why they're danger tweezers. They're very sharp. Maybe too sharp. But they're helpful for getting drills off your canvas. But they're also very good at like picking cat hairs that are really difficult to get at in your project. Not that I care about cat hairs on mine, because I have a cat. It's gonna get covered in cat hair. But there'll be the odd stitch where there's just like cat hair that's annoying me, because it's very obvious, or it's sticking up, and I'm like, ugh. Otherwise, I don't care about cat hair, because again, I have a cat. We have 2 cats, we have 2 dogs, and we have 11 birds. So I'm not worried about my projects getting covered in hair and fluff, because they will do. I was thinking though, if I had streamed yesterday when I had that phone call, I have a puzzle game that we can play on stream. And I used it once when I had to go to an appointment. I started stream, because it was one of those times that it would have been like, there'd have been no point in me streaming when I got back, because it had been too late. And I wanted to stream that day, so what I did was I just streamed for like an hour. And then I ended up putting up a puzzle game. I made it too difficult. I used a bit of my own artwork and I set it to 1,000 pieces, and I didn't realise the piece of artwork I had picked was basically a colour. Like, I have a channel on my Discord for puzzles. Hang on, where is it? For the puzzles on stream. So this was the puzzle I picked for chat. And as you can see, this is my own artwork. This is Leap acting like Patrick Star in the SpongeBob movie. And as you can see, this is a solid yellow. It's like a cream, but it's a solid yellow. And then we have a blue gradient. It was very fun putting this together. In the end, it was after my stream finished, me and Keshi finished this puzzle. And we just sat there for like an hour just clicking on puzzle pieces, trying to get them to fit. And I was always like waiting for Keshi to finish with a piece that I wanted, because I didn't want to snatch it off of her. And I'd be like, okay, she's put it away. So I'd grab the piece and I'd put it and I'd be like, oh, it fits. But that took us ages to finish that. But that's what I was going to do. Obviously, I wasn't going to do that artwork and I wasn't going to make it that big. I realised after that stream that 1,000 pieces is too big for a stream. But I was gone a lot longer than I intended to be, because I was only going to have my depot, which is just an injection in your butt for birth control. So I was like, oh, I'll only be like 10 minutes. I think I was about half an hour. And I was in the car on the way home and I decided to pull up stream. And I was like, oh. And my granddad was like, what? And I was like, they're still like working. They've just finished the border. And they're all still... I was like, I might have made this too hard. And I did. I did make it too hard. So as punishment, I finished it with Keshi. So I vowed in the future, if I ever needed to make a new puzzle for the stream, we would use one of the pieces they already have, or I would do my artwork, but I wouldn't make it stupidly difficult. But I just want to talk about as well for March, the sort of games I'll be playing in case you're on YouTube and you want to pop over for the streams on Twitch in March. They will be on the stream schedule as well, but I think what we're going to do is we're going to finish Hollow Knight. Then once we finish Hollow Knight, I've decided I'm not going to worry about the 2 hard mode challenges on stream. The Steel Soul and the Steel Heart runs. Because it's just going to take me forever to finish that game otherwise. So we'll go for 98% achievement wise. And then we're doing the 112% playthrough. And then after Hollow Knight is 100%, 112% done and 98% done achievement wise, I will be doing Final Fantasy XIV Online because I am really behind with that. I will be finishing ARR's expansion because I'm in the post game for that. Then once ARR's expansion, like post expansion's done, I will be doing the next expansion. Then once that expansion's done, we will move on to Cult of the Lamb. I will be making a new Cult of the Frog for those of you on Twitch to take part in, so you can have a little cult member. Because it has Twitch integration, so I can have you guys be little cult members. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. But I'm gonna get the new DLC, so that way when we play it, we'll have everything. Because I haven't played that game since it released, so I might as well just start a new cult for stream, and just go from there. And then we'll go back to Final Fantasy after that. And then I don't know what we'll do. That's basically all I've got up to right now, is we'll play a game, do an expansion, play a game, do an expansion. I do also have my Resident Evil series to finish. I have to finish 2. That is on my YouTube channel at the moment. So I will, like I said, I am moving all my stream VODs over to the other channel that I will make once. I'll probably do that tonight, actually. Hi, Lil. Why haseth you come spinning into chat? What's wrong? You can really see the colour difference in this bit to this bit. It's so gross. I'm very sorry about the colour difference. I wish I could wash this right now, but I can't. Because I will lose my blue lines. I gotta finish my PIP assessment. Didn't get any of it done today because I had a nap. Because I was just... We've got to the mobility part of the questions, and it's like, how do I fill this in? I also have to print some evidence off to give them proof. I don't know how I'm going to prove my hernia. Do I just take a picture? I just take a picture holding a bit of paper with my national insurance number and then send them? I won't, but that'd be funny when they're like, here's proof I have a massive hernia. I do have reports that say I have one, so I could probably just print that off. which is probably what I'll do. But imagine if I just, could you imagine the poor person has to review mine? They get to that and they just see a picture of my fully clothed body and they're like, what is this? And it's like, here's my massive hernia. But I'm just getting really stressed out. I hate filling out these sorts of things because I'm scared that if I do something wrong, I'll get no money, or I'll get money deducted, and it's like I can't afford to lose out on that money. So I answer them as honestly and as like truthful as you should. But it's just, I just don't like it. They don't put things in simple terms. I need things dumbed down a lot. Like one of the questions, I'm trying to remember what one of the questions was that I really struggled with yesterday, and I even asked my mum and even she wasn't sure. It was something like, I can't remember. Without going and grabbing it, but I can't go and grab it because if I accidentally show it on the stream, all my sensitive information will be shown because it has lots of that. One of them was like asking if I use an aid to go to the toilet, and obviously I do because it does include stomas, and I obviously have one of them. And it's like, how often do you use it? And it's like, every day, I guess. Like, what does that mean? Like, how often do you use it? Well, it'd be a bit awkward if I had it and I just wasn't using it. But there are some things that they won't accept as like, oh, you can't do this because of this reason. Like one of the mobility questions is about like, when you go out, can you plan a journey? And it's like, well, I have no choice, but I can plan a journey because I need to know where I'm going. But they don't accept things like knowing where toilets are. And it's like, but that's very important. Those of us that have bowel issues or just like anything like that, we need to know where a toilet is. So if we're going to go out, we need to know where those are, but we're not allowed to say that we need to know where those are. So I just don't leave the house. I feel like I'm trying to get a PhD whilst I'm trying to fill these forms out, which is really helping with my stress. And I only have till next Friday to fill it out. So I'm like, goodness. We got a raid. Thank you for the raid. Jeffrey. Welcome, raiders, and thank you for that follow. Welcome on in. I'm Emma. Whoa. Okay, maybe I'll wait for all the squeakies. Are they done? No. we'll let all the squeakies. Very welcome. How are you doing? I'm good, thank you. How is everyone? How was the stream? I love the squeakies. Thank you. I am very frog themed over here, as you can tell. The squeaky's done. They're done. Okay, so my name is Emma. I go by Emmylou Illustrates. Doing good. Love the design you're making. Thank you. I love Jody Bergsma's art. It's so good. Nice cross stitch you're making. Thank you. I cross stitch here on Twitch. I do sometimes diamond paint. At the moment I'm not because I can't look down without getting dizzy. It's a long story. Oh, what's this? These are cute emotes. Oh my god, there's a frog one. There's a frog one. But yeah, I cross stitch. I do play games, although at the moment I am not. Though I do have plans to pick that back up in March. I was at the time I was playing Hollow Knight. I'm doing a 112% run. I stopped in November because as of December I've been working on full coverage projects. All my emotes are cross stitch that I have made. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. So if you want a new emote, you have to cross stitch something. That's amazing. Here I am just drawing mine. Love full coverages. Most of mine are full. Yeah, I have had a big kick in full coverage. My full coverage at the moment, like I'm doing full coverage February, but I'm not working on every single one of my full coverages. What count are you working on? 28. All of them are 28 count except for one which isn't coming out this month, which is Novu Mermaid Air. Run away before she enables you to start a new one. And there is me, I just started, already made tons of mistakes in my project. Hey, look, there's nothing wrong. 1/1, yeah. Full cross, yes. Did we get a shout out? My bot's supposed to shout you out automatically. Did it happen? Did it happen? It did. Wait, did it? It did. I am busy with a hate to mini unicorn. Oh. Wait. Let me go look at this. I feel like I know what it is. It's not for sale anymore. Oh, right. Because Hade loves doing that, don't they? My highest is 25 count, but can't work on that one for long. My eyes don't like that. Most of my works are on 20, 2/1 full. Yeah, I get that. I have forced my eyes to get used to this. I work on 40 count as well. Not 1/1 yet. In March, I'm doing mini March. And I have one pattern I'm starting on 40 count 1/1. And I also have... 2 years ago, I contacted this person who does these miniature cross stitches as she was giving out 56 count fabric. I will be working on this in March. This is 56 count fabric, and I'll be doing Got the Mobs by Modern Folk Embroidery 1/1. I tried drawing a line. That's how tall the piece is going to be. So that's yeah. I love working on 25 count. It is good, but for me it's too big now. I actually can't work on anything smaller than like I'm okay with 32, but anything lower than that, no. I'm in a high count stage at the moment. 36 and up for me. I know I'm crazy, it's fine. You don't have to say it, I already know. I can send you a picture in your Discord. Yes. Hang on, I have to grab my phone. Because I can do the Discord thing. Unless Little gets there first. Yeah, Little got there first. It's fine. I should just have this open. Because I don't have a stream deck. I have the app. Thank you, Little. But what were you working on in your stream today? I started a photo of my kids on 14 count a year ago. Yesterday I decided to start all over on 20 count. Don't like the big count anymore. Yeah. I can't work on Ada. And I ruined Ada for my mod Lil. I'm currently working on a Patronus from Harry Potter. Oh, which Patronus? I say that as if I know them all. I probably don't, but I'll guess. The stag. Oh, well, I know that one. You can also put what kind of fabric you're using right now. This is 28 count plain fabric. I started this in 2023, but I actually kitted this up in 2021. And as everyone knows, 2021 was really hard to find fabric because of the pandemic. So I had to get this on 28 count non-gridded. I tend to do all my full coverages on 28 count pre-gridded. Did not work. Oh yes, I do know this piece. Oh, that looks great. Yeah, I do recognize that. All it took was EVs, yeah. All it took was me convincing Lil to stitch the EV project. And Ada was ruined. I use pre-gridded all the times. If I can't get it, I will use a fabric marker. That's what this is. It just looks like a mess. Because I was using a thicker pen because I have this, which is a fine liner. But it all looked the same and it was getting very hard to tell what was what. So I went over it with a thicker pen, and in some areas the pen just bled. So it looks thick in some areas. But as long as I can understand where I am, it's fine. This fabric, this project is in need of a good wash because I used to use thread wax and it caused my project to yellow. As long as you know where to look exactly. That's why the diagonal is so helpful, because it lets me see where I'm going. No going off grid for me. Whoopsies. Didn't mean to pull that through there. Just push it back through, it's fine. Yeah, this is one of my many full coverages, as I was saying earlier. I actually show you on Notion. Hang on. It's actually started with the perfect one. So back in 2019, this wasn't my very first full coverage actually. This was my second. I actually started the EVs back in 2018, but I didn't have it. But this is Gamer Nouveau, artwork by Medusa Dollmaker, charted by Thread Geeks. This is no longer available on Gecko Rouge. This is no longer available on Gecko Rouge. You have to get it through Medusa Dollmaker's website. Well, my next project, I will go and grid it. That's what made me make mistakes at the moment, and it's my first actual project. And the dumb me started on black fabric, but I was confident enough to do it. Oh my god, you're starting your first project on black? Oh no. But I literally have, this is the first page when it loads. Come on, there's page 1. I have done most of page 2. I just don't have pictures. Yeah, I called him crazy for doing that. Yeah, I would too. And I'm the crazy one. I work per box of 100 crosses. Well, that's a bit easier, but not gridding on black. Ugh. But this is No Mermaid Air. This is my only one on 25 count. So this is a retired chart from Haid, but you can get it on Pain Free Crafts. They actually have Selena Fennick. This is basically where I am. Ish. Then this is technically a full coverage, but it's not. I don't have a cover photo, but that's that. But my other full coverages are. So there's the 10th. So this is what I was working on yesterday. I didn't stream yesterday, but so do you store everything online? Yeah, I do have a book, a log to put it in, but I actually have a spreadsheet that I keep everything in. So like if we go all the way down to, so this is January, Sorry, my English is not very good. Oh, don't worry about it. Your English is perfectly fine. As long as I can understand and make out what you're trying to say, it's fine. I have non-full English speakers in my chat as well, so it's good. I can't even speak English half the time, and that's my only language, so don't worry about it. Otherwise, we will help you, yeah. So this is what I'm working on this month. I've already planned out my month. So, as you can see, so this is today. So I worked on that yesterday. Olivia's hydrangeas, which we'll get to. You're getting a mini whip parade, essentially. Oh, you're doing a sow. I'm doing lots of sows. I'm doing too many. Too many. When I say too many, whilst I have a drink, hang on. Too many. You notice only one of them is done? I haven't got all of them on here, but actually, wait, somewhere on here should be the Hade sow, which I did finish. It should be in here. Maybe I didn't add it. But there we are. Again, that's not fully finished. I haven't put in every single one yet. I have too many. And some designers are coming out with more this year, so I'm like, well, there goes my money again. So this is what I'm currently working on. This is frogs kissing. Look at those froggies. Whoopsies. I forget Notion doesn't like me. Hang on. There's the froggies. Then is Tiger. I love Hade. I used to. I tend to steer other ways now. I still will buy from Hade just to support the artists that are on there that I love, but with all the AI they're doing, I just... But most of them are so big. Yeah, that's another issue. They are so big. This is Tiger. I started this in 2024, along with Sleeps of Butterflies. This is what I'll be working on tomorrow. I love the tigers. They are great. I have 1 page done on this. No, 2 pages, I think. Yeah, I have 2 pages. This is the back. I will be starting over here. This is the back. Because I was showing people, because I started page 1 in my usual method and then I switched to the diagonal. So this was me showing everyone the difference. I don't see these lines on the front. Is this a particular website you're using? Yeah, I'm using Notion. There also is a desktop app and it's got a mobile app. And you don't have to, it does have a subscription, but you don't have to pay for anything. I have 2 Hades, my daily, the mini unicorn, and 4 barn owls. Oh, 4 barn owls. And this is my stream only project. So I only stitch on this one on stream. It's been put away for a good while, but it's coming out this Thursday. A member of my chat, Doctor, is very pleased that it's coming out again. Anytime I mention Melody of the Night, they're like, yeah. So that's Melody of the Night. I am further along than this picture, so there's no point in me showing you it. And then here's last year. So this is Death. So this is backwards. I started Eevees. This was the first, so I restarted this. Because I started that, like I said, in 2018. I started it 2/1 full cross on 25 count, and it was just too thick. So in March last year, I restarted it on 28 count 1/1. And I am loving that. I'm not very far in because I've only worked on that for 2 days. These are full coverages that aren't full coverages, so to speak. But that's my frog one. This is my bee one. I'm stitching this one for my mum, because she loves bees. And Tiger's also for my mum. And then we have Ivory Crow, which was my monogamy start last year. So that's that. And then the 6 portals, this beast of a pattern. I am doing the whole thing on 1 piece of fabric. It has 964,800 total stitches. Do I have it on here? Yeah, see, 964,800, and I've worked on it so much, but I'm still only, where is the percent on here? 0.8% done, because again, I'm working on all of it, but I started on the Autumn Hollow, which is the top left one, or the leftmost one, this one. So I'm doing all of this one first, and then I'll do this one. So that's coming out Friday. And then this is my last full coverage for last year. I started this in December. This is Death. This is artwork by Crisibug, charted by Threadgeeks. You cannot get this anymore. Unconventional X Stitch do have Crisibug's work, but this isn't done. Thank you, Lil. This hasn't been put on there yet. And then in January, I started Olivia's Hydrangeas. Everyone loves this piece. This is artwork by Mrs. Buttered, charted by Unconventional, and I love this piece. I finished page 2. This other picture I have, no, it's not here. Ignore what I was about to say. I do have a picture that has the pages, like the page marks, but it's not here. But this is my weekend piece at the moment. I work on it on Sundays. So there's all my full coverages. There we have it. I don't have a problem. Nope. What was the app called for keeping track? Notion. It's just like that. Oh, thank you. Me and Little are on that. You're welcome. It's free. They do have a subscription. I don't pay for it. You just have to make sure that your pictures are under 5 megabytes. Otherwise, it doesn't upload them. If you use the free version. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5. No, one more. 6. There we go. My threads are so long. I really need to cut these down. There's no point. This is in the wrong spot. Which means the other one is in the wrong spot. Don't know what happened there. I'll have to make dinner. Got you in luck. Okay, thank you for the luck. Enjoy your din-dins. Well, enjoy making din-dins and then eating it after. Yeah, you're welcome. But I do work on lots of projects that aren't full coverage too. I have a problem of starting too many. Will I stop starting projects? No. I also have a vast collection of diamond paintings. That's becoming a problem. That is, like, when I say it's becoming a problem, I mean I have 270 now, and we're running out of room in this house to put them all. So that's why I'm starting to, as of this month, on Saturdays. The only reason why I'm starting them on Saturdays and not streaming them at the moment is because I have to get used to looking down. I want to see if I can build up my tolerance to looking down without being dizzy. If not, I'm going to buy an easel. I might just buy an easel anyway, just for ease and not craning my neck. But I can't look down anymore at the moment without getting really bad dizzy spells. I have a nice collection of them to work on. I have some massive ones, I have some smaller ones, medium sized. I have all the Margaret Moraleses. I'm collecting the Chrysabugs and the Yumis as I go. I'm not worried about getting all of the Chrysabugs and the Yumis I've missed, because some of those are going to be stupidly expensive, because once they're archived, the price of those ones go right up. And I'm not too worried about that. And with Jaded Gem Shop having... Oh yeah, this one is just a start and end because it's already down there ready waiting. Because Jaded Gem Shop also carry Chrysabugs, I can also just get them from there. Although they are a bit more expensive than Diamond Art Club. But from the one I've worked on from Jaded Gem Shop, the quality is nice. I don't think it's as good as Diamond Art Club, but it's still pretty good. Look, if it beats Temu and things like that in terms of quality, then it's a winner in my book. One of my threads, I don't know if you can see, it's looped itself in to my loop. Don't even know how it done that. That one. My first pin stitch of the stream. I can't do it, hang on. The only downside to 28 count. Pin stitching is ridiculous. I think 28 count is ridiculous to pin stitch on. I'm going to be doing 40 count next month. How am I going to think that is? Damn it, I just turned that light on. Apologies. My webcam has a built-in ring light and it's annoying half the time. It's useful when I need it, but when I don't, I can't turn it off. I go also busy with cross stitch. Got you one lurk? Okay, thank you for the lurk as well. Let me put this colour away. Just gotta find where this colour goes because I have too many threads over here. I think I'm still missing a colour for this project, but I don't have to worry about it yet because it's not in this section. I just have this vague memory that I'm missing a colour. Oh, you're back, Doctor, from your appointment. I hope your appointment went well. Yeah, welcome back, Doctor. It will have that hydrate in a second. Bing it. I have the drink. I have had the drink, thank you. I'm gonna need to pee when this next ad break comes up though. All this hydrating I'm being made to do. My hydrating drink was Dr. Pepper, by the way. I don't drink water. I know I should, I just can't. And Dr. Pepper's very helpful for me at the moment. I do drink water. I drink it when it's stupidly hot. Like when it's 32 plus in this room. In the summer, I do drink water. I'll have Dr. Pepper and water on the go. But Dr. Pepper is my water at the moment. It has water in it, so it's fine. Right? That counts. Some of you have said they're shaking your head like, no, Emma, that doesn't count. And I know it don't. I know it doesn't actually count. But water doesn't make me feel hydrated. If anything, I want to just keep drinking, and that's not what you want to do. Oh, my thread just tore. How dare it? I felt that. This is the only other problem with the stupid long lengths I use. Your thread tears easier. Well, hopefully this thread will last. It's not going to last all this. At some point, I need to take the time to turn all my floss cards into, well, floss drops into thread cards, like how my kits come. And shorten their lengths. Because right now, I can't bring it over. I have all my threads. So this is only half the threads for this piece on here. And I don't like this method anymore. I also have a floss drop, one of my pip and chip ones, which shouldn't really be here. But I'm gonna probably turn all this into, and also my lengths, like I said, my lengths are stupidly long. For over 2, that's fine, because if you fold it up, it's fine, but for over 1, it's stupidly long now. I realise the errors of my ways. So at some point I have to sit down and convert all of these into thread cards. And what I think I'll do is I'll just make a bit of, on Clip Studio, make a page that's the same width as my floss cards that I've got from Thread Geeks. And then mark where I need to hole punch. And then just screenshot the thread usage. Because all I need is the symbol and the number. Yeah, this thread isn't gonna last. We're just gonna end this one right here. And again, if you're just popping in and you're like, why does this look like 2 different coloured threads here and here? This is older stitching, and so it's yellowed because I used to use thread wax. Thread wax is fine on smaller pieces, but not on bigger pieces. Because over time it yellows. And I know the oils from your hands can yellow projects, but this is literally thread wax. What am I gonna put? We'll just poke it through here, I guess. new strand. So this project has ultralight baby blue. First, the 3756. I don't hate the colour, but my friend and fellow streamer Lumi Celine is working on a big Pokemon piece, and it's most of the Pokemon are white, and so it's all 3756. It's the ultralight baby blue curse. So there we go. I've just cut this thread in half, so I should have enough. I don't need my stupid long lengths. Anything that was already stupidly long will stay that way. I'm over here putting my thread on. There's my threads over there. Normally I have them here by me so they're closer, but I can't. There's no room for them to be here. I don't think I'll stream me turning these into thread cards because I think that'd be very boring. So I'll just do that in my free time. Like when I have some time. Don't know when I'm gonna find that. Being unemployed, you'd think I'd have all the time in the world, but I don't. I wish I did. But when you're chronically ill, it's not as simple. I have the first pattern part from the hobby cow. Ooh. For those of you that don't know, a cow is a crochet along. There's a C cow, a K cow, which is a knit along, and then there's a sow, which is a stitch along or a start along, depending. This needle has a little something on it. I can feel it. You can probably also hear it when it passes through the fabric. It has that little... Like, it feels like there's a little rough edge, but I can't see it. Oh, speaking of, my very first... Hang on. Cotton and twine knot box. I don't know what you'd call this. It's like a kit essentially, but my very first... I know that's very close and I'm very sorry. I can't move this camera. But it's stitching till spring. I have this to start at some point. When's the spring equinox? It's in March. I might work on this then. It's a very cute pattern. It's by Stitch Rovia or Emma Condon. She's a very popular cross-stitch designer. But that turned up the other day. I've been, you know how you probably don't. Most of my projects, I use those twist tie rings and not the metal ring I just showed you. Well, I can't find mine, and I've got so many projects right now, I'm running out. So I bought 200 of them off Amazon the other day. Do you think I'll have enough now, guys? Like, this is also extremely heavy. Like, this has weight to it. I didn't expect it to have. But I have those now, so I can start at least 200 projects. At least. I also have... I bought Pub Crawl. I bought that today, the fabric, for my 11 Rabbits project from Jedex Stitch. Oh, by the way, this is the part where I enable you. We have, for those of you that just raided and just followed, yeah, this is the part where I enable you. So if you don't want to be spending money, that's unfortunate. If you want to see my vast catalogue of cross-stitch patterns, this isn't all of them, by the way. Where's Pattern Keeper full on Google? There it is. This is, so we're working here. We're right, oopsies, I made to click on that again. We're here. Not all of these are started. These are all to start at some point. I have lots of full coverages. Also, look at these. These Mrs. Buttered. Ugh. But the fabric I bought was pub crawl to do this. Because look at that fabric. That is pub crawl fabric if I ever did see it. But this is what I'm going to be styling soon. I bought the threads, like the called for. I just need to wait for the fabric. Oh, I also bought this. I bought this when I got paid. Butterfly bouquet. I should just show you the mock-up on the front. It's a sprouting lupine. I've actually been wanting to stitch this one for ages. And I want to start it sometime this month. I just don't know when I'm going to find time because I also have the Modern Folk Embroidery Salentine's piece to start this month. Oh, also, this was one of my, for those of you that don't know, in June we're doing Pride Month. I found I had this. Would this be a good rainbow piece? I don't know if I'm going to stitch all that black because all that blue is 310. There is 88,577 stitches of black. I don't think I can stitch that one. Also, Sam Hines there. I don't have a mock-up for the Salentine's piece because it's not a physical chart. Although Jacob did put it out as one, so I might have to. Didn't mean to click on that. Sorry. I might have to buy the digital so I can have it in Pattern Keeper because I need. Otherwise, I have to rechart it, and I don't want to do that. I think it's only €8, so it's not too bad. Anyway, let me go back to. I have to go all the way to the top. Hang on, there we go. We've nearly caught up. So this part was where I last worked. Now, when I first started working on this is where I got up to. So I am catching up. I was working on this, but when I was doing the Royal Rose method, this is where I got to. So I was filling this bit in so I could just keep going diagonally. That's what I meant. Oops. But yeah, I'm gonna attempt to record the floss tube that I was supposed to record it Friday this weekend. Like I said earlier, I just wasn't very well on Friday. I also need to paint my nails. As you can see, they're looking really rough right now. Come on. My poor man Snag Nabbit is doing its job. Sorry, I was just watching a YouTube video and it finished, and now I'm finding something else to watch. But I'm just gonna put my regular playlist on. I was watching Markiplier's Iron Lung gameplay because I actually haven't seen it, and I want to go see his film, but I have to wait for it to come out on streaming services or as a DVD. Game was good. I am wondering how he turns a game like that into his film. Also, he's made $27.1 million in his opening weekend. He released that film on the 30th and it's made 27.1 million, which is almost 7 times its original budget, which was about just a little under 3 million. Wow. It got to the point where his film was taken off the charts because it was doing too well. Hollywood are not happy that an indie filmmaker is doing better than the high production films, and it's like hehehe. Oh, I just turned that light on again. I'm so sorry. Keep unthreading my needle. Please stop. Please. I have been checking Barbara Anna's Ko-fi every day to see if she's released any of her previous projects, like her previous charts, and she still hasn't. I just want that dreaming girl. So you might hear when I pull this needle through a slight popping sound. There's like something on the needle, but I can't see anything. Oh, I see it now. The needle's got a slight twist in the eye. Oh, I see. I see. That's the only problem with these pony needles, is sometimes you get a slightly defective one. But I'll just keep working with it. It's annoying me slightly, but I can't be bothered to switch it. But I can't wait to see your progress on that hobby cow, Doctor. When you do start that and work on it. Oh, one thing I also didn't mention to the raiders as they came in, I did the swatch. Ooh. On the last Wednesday of the month, I do a whip showcase for everyone in stream. So if you join the Discord, there is a channel that says look at these whips, and throughout the month you can post in there your progress. the nativity scene is still my first priority. Yeah, like that's why I said when you start it, because I know that you really want that done. So I will wait patiently. But yeah, you can post in any of the channels, and then you can forward it to the Look at Those Whips channel. Oh my god, you can really see the difference. It's like when people get their teeth whitened, but they only whiten one tooth. It's not as bad on camera, but in real life that is like a white tooth and a yellow tooth. We had our first one last Wednesday and it was great. Although I did forget one project, which I did show off earlier because I felt bad for forgetting it, it was my fault. It was completely my fault. I didn't check that one channel. I knew there was one in there and I just forgot in the moment how much time is left. Well, we have 8. Oh, for God's sake, I just turned that light on again. I'm sorry. We have 8 minutes till the second ad break, so just over an hour and a bit. We have been here for nearly 2 hours. I stream for 3. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. Well, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Thursdays is 4 hours, and Friday is 3 to 4 hours. Depending on how I feel. Or the project. So a little over an hour. I should crochet. Yeah. If you want. Oh. Now I'm struggling to thread this needle. Oh, you know what? I can't thread it because of that little nub. I'm just gonna file my needle eye. It's a little hard to see because of the way I've got the focus. But right there, it sticks out just a little more. I do not recommend filing your needle because it makes horrible sounds. But I can't thread it. Will there be a Lumi tonight? I'm fine on time. There should be a Lumi tonight. I'll find out in 20 minutes. Right, we'll see if I can thread my needle now. Also, if you could hear me filing that needle, I'm so sorry. It's a bit easier to thread. I still have a lump on the needle. So again, it's hard to see, but right there. Again, it's silly to see because of the focus. But it just has this slightly thicker bit, so it's a little annoying. Right, there goes the 5-minute ad break warning in Twitch chat. But my daily goal for these pieces is 300 stitches. I know on Thursday and Friday I will not be reaching that because Thursday, Melody of the Night, it's a bit cafe heavy, so no. So I'll probably Thursday and Friday after stream I'll work on a smaller project because I haven't gone under 300, well, under 200 stitches any day this year so far, and I'd like to keep it up. If I can do 300 stitches, even if it's across 2 projects, I am fine. So even if I did 150 one day and 150 on, well, 150 on one project and 150 on another, that's fine. As long as my total for that day is 300. Because I just want to see if I can keep it up. It's a fun little thing. And because I haven't gone below it at all this year, again, I think it'd just be fun. OMG, only 2 more days before Melody of the Night comes back? Yep. See guys, I told you Doctor's really excited for this piece. It's more exciting than Christmas and New Year's. And like I said, that'll probably be staying out until we do 2%. And then I'll work on a project for 4 weeks. Then back to Melody of the Night. We might try that. Right, I'm probably going to finish this colour real quick. And then I'm going to start my break a little early. All this hydrating I've been doing. Right, I'm going to take my break real quick, and when I come back we'll be working on this colour. The reason why I'm not finishing this row is because anytime a colour finishes a row and starts a row, I do that. So I will do this when I come back. So this is your time to get up and stretch if you haven't done so already. Maybe grab yourself a snack or a drink, or do some stretching if you've been stitching for too long and you need to stretch. But I will be back in a few minutes, so I will see you soon. I'm back. I nearly clicked on the wrong scene then. I nearly clicked on the starting soon. I was like, I'm not starting soon. But yeah, I is back. Okay. Oh, that reminds me. One of the floss tubes I'm watching, they're talking about the Olympics. The Winter Olympics, I think, is starting soon. I think I prefer the Winter Olympics to the Summer Olympics. I love the ice skating. I love the curling. I love the jumping and what's the it's like the bobsleigh, but it's just a single one. Like just the person, but it's so scary because it's just you on a plank essentially. Like that would terrify me. And you're head first. It's like if you miss, like if you don't do something properly, you're oh no thanks. Skeleton, thank you, doctor. That is what it's called. Why is it called the skeleton? Like, is it called the skeleton because if you mess up, there goes your skeleton. Because it feels that way. I don't know. That's how I remember how it's called. What if you go wrong? You'll break your skeleton. That's how we think is why it's called that. That's what we'll go with. That's our headcanon. I just can't wait for the ice skating. Oh, I've turned that light on again. I'm so sorry, guys. The fabric is so blown out. Also, this project isn't wonky. My webcam is. I spent ages trying to set up so it'd be at least straight enough. It's just wonky, so you have to excuse the wonkiness as well. Again, today is just not my day. Okay, we are done with this colour because it's parked down here. So we'll do these 2 stitches and say bye-bye to this colour. I mean, I could also park it at the top of this diagonal ready, but we'll just get rid of it, it's easier. But I can't wait for the ice skating. That is my absolute favourite ice sport to watch. But the jumping, the ski jumps, the only reason why I love it is because I think I might be hearing things, but both me and Mum have heard this. When they're jumping down, for some reason it sounds like there's a guy off to the side holding a microphone. And when they go down, they do the jump, it's like they go, wee. Because the first time I heard it, I was like, no, that can't be. And then the second time it happened, I was like, surely not. Then the third time, I was like, maybe I'm not hearing things. And so I said to my mum, I was like, Mum, can you hear a guy? It sounds like he's just stood there going, wee. And she was like, yeah, there is. It sounds like there is. I don't think there actually is, but it just sounds like it. Using my other needle real quick to poke a hole through the fabric so I can get my needle through. Again, poor man's snag nabbit. That's what I dubbed that needle. I have a snag nabbit. I just need a smaller one for these higher counts. Wait, I need to keep that one. Nope, it's this one. So I know where that goes. I love all the ice skating. I love the singles and the doubles. I don't think there's groups. I could be wrong, but they should be groups. You know how there's synchronized swimming? I think there should be synchronized skating. It exists. I know it exists, but I don't think it's an Olympic sport. That's what I mean. I do synchronized skating. I know you do. But it should be an Olympic sport. Just show me all the ice skating sports. That's all I care about. But it is an Olympic indeed. Yeah, it should be. Because they're already looking for synchronization in the in the doubles. You can't do it in the singles because there's no one to synchronize with. They do expect you to synchronize to the music, but I'll let you know when worlds are. Yeah. We were watching ice skating the other week, maybe? Because it was the one that determines who goes to the Olympics. And they were great. I like the animal events in the Summer Olympics, like the dressage and the gymnastics. Yeah, the gymnastics is great. I like all the, oh, what's it called? When they do the stuff with the ball and the stick and the ribbon. I can't remember what it's called. I have it, it's in my head, it's just not coming to the forefront. Oh look guys, we're in 2023. Ready? We're gonna be in 2025 in a second. Boop. Oh my goodness. Rhythmic gymnastics, that's it. Thank you, doctor. I too like some dressage. Like, I also watch darts when that's on. Like, I've never hated darts, but when I was younger, it was just something we wouldn't really watch. But my mum used to watch wrestling when I was younger, when I was little. When I was a child. But now she doesn't like wrestling and she watches darts. So I watch darts. Darts is fun. The math for darts confuses me. I know there's a reason for it, but it still confuses me. I can't do quick maths like that. I turned that light on again, I'm so sorry. I'm trying not to flick through it quick to turn it off because it's just sorry. I'm gonna rage quit this light in a minute. There is no way to turn it off before anyone asks. There is no way. Otherwise, I would never have it on. Unfortunately. It's a touch sensitive one, and because the webcam's close, because this webcam has no zoom functionality. Right, we have nearly finished this diagonal. Ow. And the colour we got on the needle is parked right here. So look at the colour difference. Like even this part of the thread's yellowed. I know, I think I was going to throw the rest of that thread away. It's too short to do anything with at the moment. We just want that one. Just these 3 stitches to go because, like I said, this colour is already there. But this is the ultralight baby blue. Would a wet wipe, like not a wet wipe with anything in it, would that help clean these threads up without me washing the project? Or a washcloth with no soap, because I don't want to irritate. I don't want to get all of this wet. I don't mind if I have to redraw a few of these lines. I just don't want to have to wash the whole thing, because that would be a pain. Because like on the 10th I can spot wash that because it's got the pre-gridded, and then I can just draw my blue lines for the diagonals. But I don't want to do that on this because there we go. Wait, I should be going there, I think. Oh, I don't know. See, this is the only issue with these long lengths. god, trying to get the 10th onto the new Q snap, because as you remember I bought 2 new Q snaps to put the 10th on and Sleeps with Butterflies. Well, hang on, let me put this away because I'm twisting myself over here. That's supposed to be a different thing. Hang on, I put the wrong thread here. Sees. It's on the right colour this time. I put the 3756 on the 53, which was oopsies. Put that up here for a sec. Put that here. Don't have any thread to put on that needle for a bit. And with stream ending soon, there is no point in touching. We're probably going to get this done because it's just one colour essentially. We have all this white to do, but we have this small bit there. So we'll do this. But we'll start here like we're supposed to. Oh my god, it's a stark difference of this white with this yellow. Again, I think I might try spot washing this. I'm gonna leave washing all my projects till the weekend when I'll have time to wash them. Oh, for God's sake, this light, I'm so sorry. I'll do a test right up in this top corner. I don't want to wash any of these lines away yet. Don't know where that just came from. Two, three. Because the only reason why I know it's the thread wax that did this is because Ivory Crow I started last May and I didn't use any thread conditioner, and those two haven't yellowed. I need polyfill and have no cat. Oh my goodness. What is this rare circumstance? No maple to be like, hey, you need polyfill? Well, I need a lap. What? Yeah, these threads definitely need washing. This off-white is it's actually the blue here is yellow as well. I really need to wash these. Shampoo the threads. Not literally, I won't shampoo the threads. Oh, as I was saying, I was putting 10th on the Q snap last night. Well, yesterday, not last night. Yesterday, before I started working on him. It was a pain in the backside to get on. It was not cooperating at all. I cut up my mum's old trousers because she said I could. I actually spent Sunday unpicking the cuffs because her legs had pink cuffs on the bottoms, and a pink waistband. So I spent too long unpicking those because I don't want to cut them up. Not because like, oh, in case she wants them, but in case like it's less so about that. It's if I unpick certain parts, it gives me more fabric to work with. So I need to actually buy some actual felt, because the black, you can kind of see where this pink bit is. There's a bit of black. This is my old work shirt when I used to work with that company. I actually have more of those shirts to cut up, but they're in my cupboard and I can't access them at the moment. But they're like perfectly thin enough, but all of them curl. Like every bit of fabric I have curls. So I want to get some felt. So I don't have to worry, like just buy a stupid amount of felt. Because it does recommend to use felt. Because the only reason why, with an actual Q-snap, you want to use a bit of fabric between your stitching and the clamp is because it can make your stitches dent. I do recommend, if you're stitching on something like a Bella Filipina or a Mirabilia, a Nora Corbett, a Chatelaine, a Tattoo Stitch, I think that's the name of this new Chatelaine-like company, that you should use a scroll frame because they're gentler when you use beads, because you can't put a clamp over a bead because it will break. Speaking of, I really need to get up my chatelaine now with the specialty thread. The Karen water lilies are going up in price in March, so I need to get my butt in gear. I'll probably wait till I get paid Monday, and I might just order them from European Cross Stitch. I should have just ordered the beads and the specialty threads at the same time, but I'm pretty sure they were like $100. I'll have to look at my chatelaine list and see if I can get them from somewhere else for not as much. But all I need are the specialty threads and the fabric, and then I can start my chatelaine. And I feel like I'm not prepared at all because I'm using my Millennium frame at the moment to put my Year in the Woods on. Because my Year in the Woods from 2022 is on there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, don't stitch anymore, Emma. You will. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that in the right place? There should be 3. Oh no, this is not, because 1, 2, 3, 4. This is in the wrong spot, because that's where I need to be. Oopsies. Just one over. There it is. god, you can really see the difference. Like, this is my white stitching. I'm gonna see if I can get that a little wet to see if I can wash it. Oopsies. Okay, now we have one more stitch of that colour and then the rest is this. I'm gonna park that there because we're gonna come back and forth for the rest of this. Why do I have an invisible smear across my glasses like I've touched them? The downsides to needing glasses to see. It's fine, I'll wait till stream's done. We have about half an hour, so... Hey Mischief, how are you today? Oh, my thread. I'm doing well, how are you? I am good, thanks. Just chugging along on my frogs. They're very dirty, as you can see. I lost out on the no buy rule for DAC for a month. Uh-oh. What broke it? Almost made it a month. I did the no buying challenge for February 29th and 30th and I did pretty well. Mrs. Butter's Valentine's one. I bought that one too. I bought that one on Saturday. And the other one, the Miss Holly. Miss Holly. Yeah. I was actually surprised that both of them have stayed in stock this long. As soon as I saw the Richard Lawrence, I was like, oh well, this one's gone, like, no doubt about it. I had... Oh, for God's sake, guys. Guys. There's a Miss Holly diamond painting coming out tomorrow. Where's my Google for Twitch? There's a mystery. Well, guess what we're doing at 5 o'clock tomorrow, guys? We're buying this one. Well, 5 o'clock tomorrow, I'm saying a reminder. Good luck. Oh, I'll be fine, but good luck to you. It's fine. Enabling with Emma, yeah. Welcome to Enabling with Emma, where she shows you things you didn't want to know about, and you're like, oh, well, there goes my money. It's why I stay. Yeah, I encourage you to spend money that you don't have. It's fine. Ugh. I also got the ghost tea party. See, I'm only allowed to buy one. Though I did break that rule the other day. I did buy two, but one was a restocked archive. Hang on, I put them in my pile already. When I say I failed big. I got the Maragoni. Right? And then because it was archived. God, I really need to put these away. And then they restocked it. I got Rosy Outlook. I love this one. I have it as a cross stitch. I always been an overachiever for all the wrong reasons. Autocorrect messed up, autocorrect messed up for all the wrong reasons too. This is my stack I need to put away in my book. This is not all my diamond paintings, like all my cards, but this is my fat stack I've been collecting since November. Maybe before then. Because Duck Buff's here. Maybe since then. But I don't know. Some of these are Black Friday, some of these are before. I have like 20 mystery kits in this pile. Look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5. Not 20. That was exaggeration. Are we okay? No, we're not. We're not okay at all. Why do we have, like, this is why we have all this? Because we're not okay. I'll have to get my book down at one point so I can show you all my book. Oh my goodness, this new Chrysabug. We are broken, we are. As long as we're broken and not broke, you know. As long as we still have money, it's fine. But look at this new Chrysabug. This is not a diamond painting or anything, but this is a Chrysabug, like a new piece of artwork. Isn't that great? That would be an amazing cross stitch and or diamond painting. Will I hate myself if they release this because of all the white? Yes. Will I do it anyway? Also yes. This is why I'm in Chrysabug's Patreon. I would love that as a cross stitch because you could do a no background version cross stitch way, but not diamond painting. Although they can make no background versions. Diamond Art Club just doesn't like to half the time. There is a cat here. I can see it floating in front of my piece, but I don't know where it is. I only know it's a cat here because it's Zelda's, but I don't know where it is. It's around here, but it might have gone. Oh no, I see it. It's right there. But I don't care now because it's the grey bit, not the black bit. I'm gonna check the mystery painting group once I'm done with stream because I want to see what the Miss Holly is. Not that I care, I'm gonna buy it regardless because Miss Holly, but I want to see what it is because I like to know what they are when I buy them. Even if I'm like, I'm gonna buy anything from that artist, so it doesn't matter. God damn it, I'm so sorry I keep doing this now. Tell me if it's good, okay? I will. Though I know it will be because it's Miss Holly. The reason why I'm waiting till after stream is, one, I don't want to accidentally reveal it because some people like the mystery. Two, I want to give the mystery group more time to figure it out. I'm still going to try to get it. Yeah, I'm gonna get it. There is no try for me. I will get it. Even if I sit here for the first hour of stream and do nothing, I will make sure I get it. I got the cat hair. I saw it blowing. I got it. I don't think in all the times I've been buying from Diamond Art Club, I've failed to get a piece. I was a little surprised when my sister managed to get me the Art by Julia one because she's never had to do the Diamond Art Club anxiety rush to get to the store. February choice games are here. I tried to look earlier, but it wouldn't let me because they weren't out. Let's have a look. Resident Evil Village? I technically already have that, but if that's the gold version. Or Core Keeper. Big Helmet Heroes. SteamWorld Build. Squirrel with a Gun. Date Everything. Star Vaders. Bus Simulator, if I didn't say that already. Ooh. Very nice. Last person body is finished? Yes, Doctor. I love how every remote's excited and then there's just spin in there and it's like, yeah, because you're done. You're like, oh, thank God. Have you only got, after this person's fully finished, you've only got the animals? Because you still got to do the cow, yak, ox thing. Right? And something else? 2 camels and a palm tree. Oh, not a cow, yak, bull thing at all then. Well, 2 camels will be easy. And the palm tree. You've got this, Doctor. You would have finished this, even though you intended to originally have this done by last Christmas, and you started late. The ox is already made. Yeah, the thing is with my brain is, I remember when we talk about things, my brain doesn't register that you finished it, so in here it's still ready to be made. Oopsies. Hey Petrish, how are you today? God, the colour difference. Ugh. This is definitely getting a spot wash, I think. I need to clean this mark on my glasses. Tired? There we go, I can see. I love when a mark on your glass is on the outside so you don't have to take them off and clean them. Wasn't feeling well yesterday and slept most of the day, and now I'm trying to stay up because I went to bed late. Yeah, the struggle of trying to keep yourself awake. But you know you can't cross stitch because like when you try and focus, that's when you get more tired and then you're like, oh. So you have to just sit there and do other things because like crafting just makes you like stare too much and then your eyes are even tireder. At least for me. Like I know once my eyes start to feel really tired cross-stitching, I have to stop. Ew, you can really see the difference. And eyes are tired already? Yeah, so no cross-stitching for you today, unfortunately. Look at that. I'm gonna spot wash this because that's so gross. I know me pointing it out keeps like making you all look at it, but it's so gross. This is thread wax. Let me just have a drink. My throat's getting a little dry. Oh, that last bit tried to kill me then. Ugh. Oh, also, when I had my phone call with my doctor yesterday, we also increased one of my headache medications. So we're gonna see if in a month I am getting them less frequent because I go through periods where I don't have headaches as often. Like I still have the odd one here and there, but when I start to get them every single day, that's when I'm like, okay, I need to up my meds or I need to speak to the doctor about getting something else. But it also seems to coincide with my Crohn's because I when I saw the neurologist in 2024, he did say that having Crohn's can also increase your headaches because of the brain gut balance. So I've just got to put up with it. I think until my Crohn's is under control, I will just have to have headaches and migraines all the time. Because I do refer to headaches and migraines as the same thing, but they're definitely more migraine than headache. It's just there are some times where the headache or the migraine starts off not as bad and it gets worse. If I can take my paracetamol before it gets really bad, I'm fine. But if I miss that 1 second where I'm supposed to take it, I will get a worse headache. Hi, Carly. Every time Carly tries to make me jump and it does not work. And that one time Carly thought she did make me jump, I was just more annoyed. Just wanted to pop in and say hi. Hi, Carly. I know you're at work. Still at work. Hang on, let me do this. Hi. That's me waving to Carly. My keyboard is right there in front of me, but I'm stitching. But the pain medication I take doesn't help either, because he also said that that can cause me to get headaches. And then there is such a thing as a rebound headache, which is where if you take paracetamol too much, you'll get a headache because your brain kind of, like your body kind of becomes dependent on paracetamol, which is acetaminophen. For those of you that are like, what's paracetamol? Acetaminophen. My subtitles are not understanding me today, so those of you that do use subtitles, I do need to find a plugin maybe for OBS that puts subtitles on YouTube. Tylenol for Americans, yeah, that's also what it's known as. Do you know what? When I've been filling out my PIP form for my reassessment, it asks what medications I take, and because I take Rinvoq, which I'm not going to pronounce its actual name because there's no chance. I've been putting Rinvoq, and then in brackets I put the actual name. Yeah, I can show. Let me just make sure I don't show you the side that has my name and address on it. So this is my. Wait, it's hang on, it's blurry, but that's the official name for this medication. I don't know how to say that. So I wrote Rinvoq, and then in brackets I put that in case they're like, what the hell is Rinvoq? But trying to look through my health records on the NHS stuff to find supporting evidence for the claims I'm saying, like for like the bits of me saying, I'm fine. Where I'm saying, oh, I have this now, and like trying to find a document that has the right bit and doesn't have useless stuff, because I don't want to include certain things. I wish I could just like cut and paste what I'd want them to see, but they need not original documents, but they need copies. Thankfully, I don't have original documents, so they'd just be getting a printout. But it's trying to find supporting evidence of like my hernia, because I did joke about this at the start of stream. I was like, could you imagine if I just took a picture of like my stomach area, holding a piece of paper that has my name and national insurance number, which is like a social security for Americans. It's assigned to you at birth, but you're not given it till you turn 16, which is when you tend to start needing it. Back when I got mine, it was just a letter, here's your number. But like a few years before that, before I turned 16, you used to actually get a national insurance card. They stopped doing that. But it's fine, my national insurance number is in this head. I have so much in this head, I don't know how it stays up there, to be honest. Right, we will be marking off all these stitches in a minute. Anyone want to guess how many I've done? Without counting them, like individually, how many, like throw a random number out, and whoever gets the closest, you get a gold star. I don't have anything I can give you, you just get a gold star. We have this row to go, and then the next row, and then parking. At least 5. Well, yes, at least 5 is definitely right, Petrish. Because I did all this, but what about all these white stitches? You get a point of a gold star for that. Like just the snipped off top bit. Yeah, I've got to finish doing that. I want that sent off this week. Oh, for God's sake, this lie, I'm so sorry. Because I've got to get it back to them by next Friday. But I also need to give Royal Snail, as we like to call them here in the UK, time to send it, because I got a text from them in the middle of January to say, hey, your reviews process has started, we've sent you a form, and it took about a week to get here. And of course, the government are stingy, so they've given me a free post envelope, which I shouldn't complain, because it means I'm not having to pay for postage, but it means it's second class. It's like, come on guys, you want this back sooner, at least pay for first, so you get it sooner. For anyone who has ever had to fill out a form for benefits knows how complicated they make it. Like, in terms of the questions, like when it asks, like, do you struggle to do these things? A week, I can't imagine that it had to travel far. I think it had to come from London. I think. I could be wrong. I don't know where the DWP are located. Right, ready? We're at 191 and it goes up to 258. Yeah. So this will make 60. Technically, I'm the closest. I mean, technically. These threads have been wrapped in here so long, they've kind of, not tangled, but they have a bit of a curl. Don't lose the bobbin. This is the one downside to these bobbies. When you have them on here for too long, your thread does get a bit tangled, but it probably didn't help the way I'm trying to just pull half of them away. Just give me what I want. By the time I've done this, these ads are going to have started, and it's going to be like, well, bye then. I'm making a mess. We have separation. There we go. Oh no! Oh, the bobbin nearly fell on the floor. It'd have been lost to... Oh my god, I'm now throwing it everywhere. Those are all ready for the next group. But all this park thread is in this 10 by 10. The bobbin, yeah, that was literally what just happened nearly. I had it resting on my frame, which is just here. Oops, just here. And then it decided it didn't want to be there. Let's just twist that a little bit. There we go. But yeah, a spot clean. Please. It's fine. This one's not coming back out till next week. So I have time to give it a spot clean. I might take an old toothbrush and gently give this a scrub. Gently. Like one of my soft toothbrushes, and just gently. Just to clean those threads. I don't want to scrub it because that will make the threads fluff up. I don't want them to do that. I just want to gently coax the dirt out. I yeeted mine into my lap last night because I forgot I set them on my Q-snap. Yeah. It happens. But the problem is, because there are cats in this room, Zelda's under the bed, Molly's on my bed. If they hear these, I'm pretty sure they'd go running after them, because Zelda loves to play with these. Right, we'll probably won't get far into this section. But yeah, luckily they just landed on my blanket. Yeah. And if anything lands on this floor at the moment, I'm going to really struggle to pick it up. Who was it? Was it in Needle Lots? Or was it not Fine Frog Stitching? It could have been out as well. There was a meme. Oh no, it was Needle Lots. This is an accurate representation of me, but replace scissors with anything. Because I can't bend down, so this is literally me. And if it's on my left side, I have no chance. I have to kick it over to my right. But that's accurate. You just need to get a grabber thingy. I think it's just called a grabber. Probably, but it's just... Sometimes you drop things and they're far too small to do that with, and it's just like, how am I supposed to? If I drop a needle on the floor and I can't pick it up, I just take my metal ruler, I attach a needle minder to it, and then I use that to pick up my needle. My mum sat and watched me one day do that, and she was like, what did you just do? I said, I dropped my needle. She goes, and what did you use? I said, my metal ruler and a needle minder. Tunk. There it is. She was like, oh. I was like, yeah, why not? Oh, welcome back from the ad. So I'll probably finish this row, and then that'll be stream. And that'll be the end of this project for the week. I have a strong magnet on a long thing meant for getting screws. Yeah, I should just get one of them really, but I just don't like having lots of magnets, she says, with like 20,000 needle minders. I just don't like having lots of magnets about because I'm scared of magnets touching something like my phone or my drawing tablet or my computer. And then there's people out there that just attach magnets to the sides of their computers, and it's like, how do you do that without wanting to scream? I do actually want to start making some needle minders out of some plastic canvas, because I think that's cute. Or that new Mill Hill perforated paper stuff that's not paper anymore. It's like a plastic. The only issue is that means stitching on essentially 14 count, but I want to get one of those magnetic frames that you can put them in, so you're not holding it awkwardly. Two, three, 1, 2, 3. Zelda is not. So Zelda's under the bed. Molly's not on my bed anymore. It has a little grabby at the end too, but it's not very big. But there we go, guys. There is me done for today. I will make the 69 go away. Very sad. But I will be getting my 300 when I finish this section. There goes the 69. Let me just switch here for a sec. Down there so they don't fall off and make everyone jump. But unfortunately, like I said, that is the end of today's stream. I will be back tomorrow with not Ivory Crow, with Sleeps of Butterflies, my very first Margaret Morales start, but that one hasn't been out since 2024, so this will be the first time it's been in nearly 2 years. I'll post a stream progress pic. Yeah, I always look forward to seeing them. I did like yesterday. Was it yesterday you posted and you were like, here's a not stream progress pic? Thanks for the stream enabler. You're very welcome on both fronts. Have a good evening, and you, Petrish. I know it's like early afternoon-ish for you lot, but I hope you have a good rest of your day. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow with, I know you said both projects again that I just had in my head. Sleeps of Butterflies. Then Thursday, it's Melody of the Night. It was Friday, I think. Probably. It was one of the days, so it's fine. Yeah, so Melody of the Night, Thursday, and then Friday, The Six Portals comes back out, and that project hasn't been seen since November. So that's coming out for the first time this year. It's very behind in where it should be by now. I wanted that first top row of pages done by the end of the year. We're now in the next year, so that didn't happen, but it's fine. We're in a very heavy confetti area. You'll see that on Friday. And then it'll be the weekend. The weeks are going so quick lately. I don't know if it's just me, but like normally January feels like it's a whole year long on its own. But this year January felt like blink and it was gone. Like what happened? It was very, very interesting. As I said, I will be back tomorrow. So, with all that said, oh wait, I need to do one thing. Wait. I'm stuck on everything. Hang on. Hang on. For those of you that are not in the Discord that would like to be, technically we did have it posted in Twitch earlier, but I'll do it again. So for YouTube and for Twitch, if you just popped in, if you would like to join the Discord to be notified when I go live, and when I... Oh, that's the point. That YouTube bot didn't do its thing. I give up with this. I spent all yesterday, well, Sunday I should say, trying to get a YouTube bot to post because Carlbot, or as I've dubbed it, Emalubot, is getting on my nerves because it only posts once I've streamed, not when I go live. But for some reason, even the YouTube thing I put in doesn't post when I actually go live. And I tried using a different one and it wouldn't work with my channel. Anytime I put my YouTube link in, it was like, this channel doesn't exist. I'm like, yes, it does. So if anyone has any recommendations for a YouTube notifier for streams that actually works, please let me know. I am all for it. Because I want people to know when I've gone live, not once I've been live. Because Carbot also double posts, like it'll post soon and then it'll post again like 20 minutes. So you get double pinged if you're on the YouTube notif roll. So I'm very annoyed. And you might get a triple ping if the YouTube one goes off then. So if it does, I'm very sorry. I'm going to disable it after. I'm going to see what it does. And if it does, I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to get rid of that one. Because I'm done. But anyway, I will be back tomorrow at around 3:30 p.m. GMT or UK time. Because I say around then because I aim for 3:30. Sometimes I'm early, sometimes I'm on time, and sometimes, more times than not, I am late. So we'll see what I'm like tomorrow. I was late today, but we'll see. But anyway, I hope you all have a lovely rest of your day. If I don't see you tomorrow, I hope you have a lovely rest of your week. And I hope to see you back here on a stream sometime soon. So, I hope you will stay safe, stay warm, stay cool, depending on your climate. And you take good care of yourself. And I will see you tomorrow, if you're going to be here tomorrow. If not, then I will see you next time. Goodbye.